Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from the GTA, where it's the first time we're filming here since before the pandemic started. I think the last time we were actually here was either 2018 or 2019. And guess what? The greater Toronto area greeted us with open arms this time. This is some of the best salmon fishing in the world, inches from the CN Tower. That's right, it is that good. We literally caught over 20 salmon, and I'm talking big kings. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds, all in 3 hours time, right here in front of all these Timmies that we can see from here. Was that a jack?
No,
he's still on.
We still got him. So yeah, this is number one.
Wind it up a little more, George. And then when I tell you pull the rod up, right towards me. There we go. First one on the boat.
Okay.
So that's
nice.
A Chinook salmon or a king. That's a young fish right now. Of course, it ate a Pautzke brined and dyed herring strip right there. As you guys can see, there's your strip. George, there's your fish, bud.
Starting to get tired out. He's going under the boat.
Get ready. Keep your rod tipped that way. Keep pressure on him. So the fish is acting like it's a much better fish than the last one. There is no bad salmon to catch, but this one's got a little bit of an attitude, so we think it's going to be a good one.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Slowly get the head up. Come towards me.
Yes, sir.
All right, George caught this fish, but we've got him busy. He's got another fish on, so we're gonna let this one go. We'll concentrate on the next fish. Good job, George. Keep him coming in. That's a decent fish. Perfect.
Got him.
So while George is fighting a fish right now, I'm gonna set up our other downrigger. I'm gonna be running some spoons with our Pautzke fire gel in the herring flavor. So what I personally do, grab a little bit of your gel on a toothpick, place it right onto the spoon, smear it on both sides, get a proper coating if you have to. That'll entice a lot more strikes for the salmon to bite. Let's send it down on the rigger, and George's fish is coming in pretty soon. That was the one we just put the Pautzke gel on with the herring flavor.
Not too far off. It's like I tell this guy here, you know, just point me in the right direction and I'll reel this in for you.
Good one. Another good one.
George, we got your fish, but guess what?
Yeah.
You gotta fight that one right there, bud.
Yes, it would.
Get that one.
We keep you busy off the Toronto Skyline here. That's the way we like it. There it is, guys. Beautiful Chinook salmon, referred also as a king salmon, Lake Ontario, right off Toronto. So we're gonna wind that dipsy right to the tip again, George. Walk down the middle part of the boat. Keep coming. Keep winding all the way to the end.
Oh, it's a good one. Another big salmon.
That's a big one.
So we just got bit, and I've got to reload the herring strip back onto my Rye Davies meathead. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the strip right in, scale side out. We're gonna grab our toothpick, put it in the back, put it through so it's just poking out the other side, pull it off. We adjust our hook so it's just past the tip of the strip, the tail of the strip, and it's ready to roll. We've got this one on a board called Kevin's Girlfriend. Been doing really well in low light conditions, and we're gonna fire that out. We're hooked up. There, George.
This one you thought you were gonna get a rest. Not today.
We're back at it.
But we like George. We're gonna slow down the boat so he can bring in this fish in a little quicker.
Hey, speak for yourself.
He's got a real good fish on, so we'll concentrate on this fish.
He's running quite a bit.
Even though our baits are working a little slower, we still have a chance of getting bit, but we like George, so we're gonna help him out here. Good. Pull up.
You can't reel anymore, just pull up. You can't reel, George. Ooh.
Got him. Might be our best fish of the day.
This is the big one. I've been thinking about this one all night.
Now you gotta step back.
I'm going to show you how I brine my herring strips. So what I have here is large herring. You can use large, you can use medium. We cut fillets off these herring strips. We shape them into proper herring strips that'll fit into your teaser heads, depending if you're running John Kings, Rye Davies, different sizes. And I brine them in the Pautzke's product. So fire brine, I personally like the clear one, and then I dye it with the fire dye. Okay, now they make many colors that you can use. My favorite right here is that chartreuse. Does a great job. Few drops in here will color it up perfectly. Now, what I've done as well on some days is I will cut them plain. They're already pre-brined in the clear fire brine. The day of, if they are biting more on the blue color or the purple or the red, you can add a little bit of the fire dye into your package, into your Ziploc pack of herring strips, and that'll dye them up ready for the day. As we know, these fish are picky sometimes, and color may mean everything on getting more fish into your boat. When you're filleting your herring strips, they are in a way a bit of a softer fillet, okay? So you need to firm up the meat, that way they can roll properly, they don't tear up easily. A lot of times I can use multiple strips or this same strip for multiple fish. It keeps it durable. As you can see, it's nice and firm. If I were to push on one that's not brined, it won't be as firm, it'll be mushy. First fish hits it, it'll tear up. So definitely the fire brine keeps it lasting longer. Fish like it, salt content on it, leaves a trail behind the boat. They'll follow it in and they'll crush it.
Ooh, fish on. Get him.
There we go, George. There you go, bud.
So many I've lost count.
Oh, he's going nuts. Keep pressure.
Got a good one on the deep meat right now. Long net's better. He's staying down. Look at this fish. He's staying right down in the water column. Yep. Hang on. Scoop. Lift up.
First time.
Awesome.
You're hired. First mate, George.
Beautiful Lake Ontario king, right off the Toronto Harbor. Should probably push 21 pounds, this one. Beautiful specimen. So this is my downrigging rod. What I love using is a Shimano 600 line counter reel. Accurately tells you how many feet you're out. I've got a Shimano Talora fishing rod. This one's an 8.6. Perfect setup for your downrigging rods. We're gonna put out our herring strip.
What kind of line are you using? People are gonna ask that.
I run 30-pound test fluorocarbon line for my meat strips. My main line is 20-pound test, high vis yellow. Easy to see if I have to unwrap a fish that's tangled with another line, or telling me which direction that fish is running.
It was epic fishing, some of the best in the world, and most people don't even know that massive salmon like this swim in the waters right off of Toronto. Now, we came out today with guide Greg Amiel at Fishing Four Tails. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's known as the bait guru. He loves running bait, and by bait, we're talking about brined herring strips. Now, he uses natural fire brine on just about everything, and then he grabs fire dye, mainly chartreuse and sometimes blue, and he dyes them on demand. So if the bite is all natural, he uses natural. If he thinks it's going to be a chartreuse day, depending on conditions, he switches it over, just like blue. Now, we also use spoons today, and we hooked a couple fish on spoons, not as many as we did on live bait, but I said, hey, let's put some spoons out there simply because so many people do use spoons around here. We used mostly herring fire gel on those spoons to add some scent, make it smell a little bit more real. And sure enough, we had one heck of a day fishing here on the north shore of Lake Ontario, here in southern Ontario, catching some of the biggest salmon you'll find in all of the Great Lakes. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.